So today we're going to see about artificial neural network. It's one more algorithm and it comes under classification technique. So what do you mean by this artificial neural network means? It's similar to it mimics our brain. Okay. It mimics the brain in the sense like it is exactly how the human brain works. Similarly, this algorithm also works. So if you know about something bio, then we our brain is of made up of several neuron cell. Okay, the cell is called as a neuron. Those neuron are trigger as we like think or as we do something. Like you can say our brain works based on the neuron. For example, our skin, right, is sensory organ. How we our skin immediately give a alert when we put a finger on the fire that it's too hot, right? So we immediately put our hand away from that fire, right? Similarly, if we put the ice on the hand, how it is cold, so immediately our neuron will get trigger. Okay, so in short, if I say in the brain is made up of a neuron. Neuron is nothing but the cell that will get trigger as you do something, right? It's just a give a intelligence. Okay, so artificial neural network means we create artificially a network of those neuron that will work in a similar way as our human brain work. So in the starting I told you machine learning, why do we using machine learning means imparting the intelligence of a human brain to the machine. So what human they do, machine can also do that. Okay, for example, human can recognize the people based, right? How human they can recognize the people, they see from their eyes, their brain process it, and they uh, recognize it. Okay, this is my friend, this is my neighbor, this is something, right? That is human body work, but machine also work in that way. Robotics, they see the image person, then the software process it, and they identify it. So similarly, we're going to write an algorithm that will work in the similar way. Okay, is it clear what actually this neuron is? So neuron inside the brain will have this part. You can see this, it work like this, it look like this, it have a component dendrite, nucleus, axon, synapse. These all are the part of the neuron. This is the natural neuron which human brain or will have on their brain, right? Now you will going to ask me a question, why I'm telling you these all things, right? Okay, this all I am telling you so that, okay, this all I'm telling you because similar thing we will going to do in a machine learning. We're going to give artificial intelligence. The term artificial neural network means the same thing. We are giving artificial intelligence to the machine with the help of programming. Yesterday, if you remember, I told you how to write a programs, right? We're going to see practically. Let me complete the algorithm by this week. By tomorrow, I will going to show you one more algorithm. Then from Monday onward, we're going to run this practical program and right. So artificially, we are giving intelligence to the machine by those program that has shown you. Python program where we are training, right? Is it clear? What do you mean by artificial neural network? Artificial neural network refer to biological inspired subfield of artificial intelligence model after the brain. In simple word, if I say you that how human brain work, it work on neuron. So similarly, an algorithm name is given artificial neural network, and there we use the term neuron. Okay. So the actual architecture of the neuron will be like this. Okay, in mathematics, in algorithm, it will be like this. So what actually the architecture? We're going to give the several input, several column, like I've shown you yesterday example, right? Where we were looking for whether the person will going to purchase an item or not. So purchase was our output column, right? And what was the input column? Based on the gender, age, salary, it will be a the decision will be made whether person will purchase. For example, if I say you, uh, like women, they usually wear skirts and they use some like some makeups item, right? Whatever it is. So how we decide that? Based on the gender, based on the age, right? Similarly, if I say deodorant, and if I say like shirt, uh, trouser, jeans, so men's they wear that, for example. So how we decide? Based on the input, like a gender column, age column, and salary, right? So neural network will be, the structure will be like this, where each we will have a neuron, set of neuron will be there. You will going to pass the input. With that, a random weight, this w1 is what? Weight. And this x1, x2, x3 is what? Your input that you are passing. Okay. W1, wn are the weight that are randomly assigned by the algorithm to this input to give a more priority. For example, if I say you, how you will going to decide whether a customer will going to purchase a like a sari or or a skirt, or like a jeans or t-shirt, or like shirt pant. So out of these three column or three input, age, gender, and salary, which is you feel more important to decide according to you?
Gender maybe.
Good. Because female usually wear that, so right, gender is more important. Other are also important, but gender is having high priority. So what this algorithm will going to do, it will going to take a random weight w2, and it will going to assign w2 will have a value more than w1 and wn. Why? Because this gender column is more important than other two. Okay, so it's just a priority. Okay, it's just a priority that gender will going to be deciding column to purchase, to make a purchase. So this will be an architecture. Okay, I will going to explain you what will be the internal formula, how we're going to make a decision. But just think that how our brain work. Similarly, the inventor, they try to make an algorithm called as a neural network. That neural network will have an input, will have a neuron. Neuron will be a deciding factor in the human brain that will going to be shoot. Okay, whether it will going to work or not. For example, let me explain you. Suppose this is your neuron. Okay, in this neuron you will going to pass three input. Suppose you wanted to predict whether like person should hire for the company or not. So what are the things that you feel uh, like you're going to consider? First of all, skill, person skill. You're going to consider the gender as well. For some companies, like where mining companies and all, they give preference to gender. Age, you're going to
Experience.
consider. Yeah. What else?
Experience.
Good.
Education.
Yeah, skill I have added. So you can, yeah, you can say education. Okay. Suppose and area also sometime matter. Suppose if the job is in Texas, Irvine, so they will going to give preference to Irvine candidate as compared to other candidate, New York and some other. So you can say location as well. Leknath, are you getting? Leknath, is it clear to you? Is he there?
Maybe he fall asleep today. I don't
Okay.
know. I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay. No issue. I written Leknath as well here.
Like input is like that.
Yeah, sorry, I was right, but it was in my mind. So yeah. So the thing was location. Sorry, LL was there, so I got confused. Yeah, skill, gender, education, age, and location. Okay, these are your input column, and this is your neuron. Okay, which is triggering, which will going to trigger to generate the output. Now, what will be your categorical output? Either you will going to hire or you will going to not hire. This will be your output. Categorical means output will be out of these two. Okay. Suppose if I give you, suppose the requirement comes. So what we do it based on the priority, which one is more important, we're going to add column to that. Okay. W2, this W1, W2 are the weight. Okay. So these are the weight that will going to give you a priority. You can say more, um, you can say weightage if I say, right? Means according to this five, which is the more important weightage for hiring, that is skill,
Skill.
obviously, because some company they don't bother for gender, location, and even sometimes they compromise with the education as well, but they want skill set. So W1 will always have a more weightage. Means suppose you have a data, suppose you have a data, you have all the values, but gender column is missing. Means in your data set, suppose gender column is missing, but you have other column. For example, let me take person name X. His skill is suppose data science. Gender column, or okay, let's gender is female. Education, she is educated, she is MS suppose, or whatever. Location, suppose column is missing. Okay, so location column is missing, so obviously when they will going to give a weightage, they will going to give a minimum weightage to this column. Why? Because value is missing, you don't have a value for this, so you will, for you it's not more important, so you will going to give a priority to this four. So always remember this W1, W2, W3, W4 are what? Weight. A random value that is given by your algorithm to just tell a priority, to just assign a priority, or you can say more weightage that are more important to consider, right? Whether person should hire or not, more important is skill. So obviously when a neuron will going to trigger, so it will going to make a decision based on that. For example, you all are learning, right? You all are having an aim, right? That what you wanted to achieve currently, you wanted to achieve a good job with a good package. This is your current priority, so you will going to give more weightage rather than other, like going for a trip or going for some other work. But more priority is what? To crack and secure a good package, right? So in that case the weightage will be what? To this particular getting a job, right? So weight will be assigned by whom? By you, right? You have assigned the importance to that. Are you getting what I'm trying to say?
Yes,
Yes.
Amit.
Okay.
Yes.
So similarly, algorithm will also they assign a random value to this different input, and based on that we're going to decide whether person should be higher or not higher. So this neuron will going to trigger based on the decision. It will immediately going to make a classification based on the higher and non-higher. So how actually this work? Let me explain you. This is about the mathematics. We're going to show you the formula for this. Okay. So this is the actual architecture. Normally your neuron uh, is not a single neuron. It will have a multiple collection of neuron. The architecture is looking complex to you, but uh, you have to make a decision, right? So more deep the network is, this is called as a network, neural network. So more deep the network is, more better is the classification. So here you can see every node is connected to the every other node. This node neuron is connected to all the three neuron. You can see one line is connected to this one. So what this is your input layer where you are passing your input. That is your skill, experience, gender, or education. This is your hidden layer where you are going to do manipulation. You are trying to do calculation, which you will going to make forward. Based on the calculation, you are going to forward it to the another hidden layer. This called as a hidden layer. Then this is called as an output layer. You can see the coloring as well. Input layer where you are going to pass the input. What do you mean by hidden layer? In hidden layer, we're going to make a calculation. Now you might ask me a question. You may ask, what calculation, right? What calculation we are making, that I will going to show you. But what calculation we are making? The calculation is which is more priority, more weightage, which scale or which column I have to take it further so I can make a correct decision. So this calculation is decision is made based on the input and your weight, and based on that we will going to decide it. This is your again output layer, and finally we're going to generate the output, right? So there are few things: hidden layer, input layer, output layer. This is the formula that we do internally. Okay, what we do, we for n number of input, we multiply the weight with every input and we add some value to normalize the output. This weight is usually very small. Okay, this weight value, they are in very small, they might be in the range of like this. They will not like 1 2 3, they will be in like this 0.001, sorry, 0.001. So like they are very small value. If you take a very large value, then at the end you will get a very large value of this calculation, because what we are doing here, we are multiplying the weight with every input. Now you might ask me the input. So what if my input is a image? There you might not have a value. So what algorithm do? They take a pixel value of the image. Pixel value is in a number. Do you know what is pixel?
Yes.
What about others?
No, I mean,
Quality and size,
Yeah, pixel resolution. See,
resolution.
Geeta, Urmila, do you know about it?
No.
Megapixel.
See how the image they formed. You know, image are formed with the collection of dot. Do you see this? Every square box, when you combine, it will going to form an image. Okay, so this every square box is called as a pixel. We cannot see this because whatever see in our screen, it's a collection of dot, that is called as a pixel. This square box that you can see here, it is called as a pixel. What is the quality of that pixel? Will have a ranges from 0 to 255. They have internally some value. That value will going to be multiply with weight and will going to add some random value bias b. We call as a b bias. Do you understand what is pixel? Pixel means a small dot which when you combine it, it will going to make a image and show you on the screen. Like as I'm sharing your screen, right? You can see my screen. So in this screen, what you can see here, you can just see the content, but actually if you go into the deep, if you see with the lens and all, you will see they are formed by combining those dot that you can see it here. Always remember, you do not see a screen clearly, but the screen usually formed by combining this all dot. These dot are very small in size that we cannot see it. But if you want to explore with some telescope and or like a microscope, if you see those and if you try to understand that, you will see they are in very small dot. So this b is what? B is called a bias. Okay, what we call this b? B is called a bias. This is a random value that you are adding so that you will get a normalized value. Suppose if you multiply this with 2, 0.000, if you multiply with 2, what you are going to get? Let me show you. If you multiply this, suppose 0 dot 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 1 into 2. So now you see very small value you are getting, right? Similar to that.
Mhm.
How you can normalize this? So in order to make a normalize, you have to add something that so that you can get a normalized value. You should not get a more 0. So suppose if I add 1 to it, so what you can get it 1.00022, right? So you can make it equivalent to 1, right? If suppose more 0 are there in the start, you can make it equivalent to this, or you can make it equivalent to this as well. 1 dot 1 dot 002, right? So you, why we add a bias? So just to normalize the value. So here we are doing same thing. We are adding a a bias value. You can see include a bias. Okay, that is what? That is a, a random value, or you can say a kind of a normal value. To get the normalized value, we add it. So at the end, we're going to get some value. That value will going to be forwarded to this. Again, they will going to do analysis. Again, they will going to make a calculation like this, wx plus b. They will going to forward it to this. Again, they will going to forward it to this. We don't have to do anything. We just have to import neural network. Just like yesterday I've shown you KNN algorithm. In KNN, what we were doing, in, if you remember, in KNN algorithm, I told you that always the code will remain same. Here only we have to make change. From sklearn.neighbor, import linear regression, logistic regression, decision tree, similarly KNN classifier. So here we're going to import neural network, and then we have to pass it. Okay. So
Okay.
this is the way of working with neural network. This algorithm will have a input layer, hidden layer, where they will going to do calculation. What calculation? Wx plus b that I've shown you. If anyone asks you the formula, don't forget this formula. Remember this: wi into xi plus b. I is for every input. How many number of input you have here? 4 input, right? Because
Four.
of 4 neuron here. Suppose if we consider 5 neuron, if we consider 5 inputs: skill, gender, location, education, age, how many neuron will be there in that case? 5. How many input? 5. So in that case, how many times you are going to do input this calculation? 5 times. 5 times the value you are going to get. Those 5 value you are going to sum up here, because you can see summation is here, right? And you can see every neuron is connected to every 3 neuron, right? And every neuron is getting connected with every other. So it means that this neuron will going to get a data from all these 4 neuron, right? So they will going to do the summation of all those 4 input. They will going to forward it to other. Again, they will going to do summation, forward it to other. This is the internal architecture. Normally in the interview, they won't go in much deep, but you should be aware so that you can, if you are giving presentation in the company about your project, then you should be able to answer this. If anyone asks you, you should be able to answer this. You should be not keep quiet there, otherwise it will put a bad impression. So that's why I'm telling you internally mathematics and in a deep how this work. Okay, so this is about your neural network, how this neural network work. You can see this, right? So this is about your input x1, x2, x3, hidden layer, output layer, and these are the output. Now one more thing, there is an advancement also. Suppose if you are getting any error here, what do you mean by error? Suppose you are getting a wrong result here. Okay, based on the qualification, suppose all other, he is meeting all the requirement, but still he is non-higher because your algorithm is giving incorrect prediction. So what we can do it, we can backtrack it. Backtrack means whatever the error we are getting here, we can rerun this algorithm to remove that error and to get the output correct. I repeat once again. Suppose if you are getting incorrect result, in that case, what you're going to do, you have to rerun the algorithm where you are going to change the value of weight, and again you will going to rerun so that you will get the correct output. So in this way the neural network work. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes,
Yes, Amit.
Okay, Geeta,
Yes, Amit.
Yes, sir.
any question, anyone, anything that you want to know? Look at this architecture clearly. Anything that is you wanted to ask?
For now, I think it's okay, Amit. It's good.
Okay, so I will going to show you practical for this on Monday. Let me start a new algorithm.
And Amit, I have
Yeah.
one question on it.
Hmm.
Okay, can you go with that figure, please?
Yeah.
The last one figure, we learn it. So you said here that if the answer is wrong, we can go back to the algorithm. So
Yes.
how we know that the answer gonna be answer is incorrect or answer is wrong? How we know that?
Yeah, because based on the data, you are going to compare, right? Suppose you have a skill, all of the things are matching. According to your intelligence, the output should be higher. But when you pass to the data to the machine is anyhow generating wrong result. So in that case, we're going to update the weight and we're going to rerun. For example, you are trying to give a fingerprint to the mobile, but it is rejecting
Mhm.
you. So what you will going to do? You have to uh, try after some time, or either you have to give your fingerprint register again to that app, right? So that means what? You are removing the error and giving your fingerprint again, so that next time it will going to make it work correctly. So here also it
Yeah.
happens. In case
Yeah. Okay.
your fingerprint doesn't accept, then what you can do, either you have to check your finger, wash your hand clearly. Sometime it happens due to cut or due to injury, it it don't identify your fingerprint. So in that case you just check your fingerprint. Otherwise, if it is a fault of a system, then what we do, we rerun the algorithm, we restart the machine, or we restart the algorithm. So next time the algorithm will do the retrain, we're going to pass the data again, we're going to update the weight, try to assign with a new random value, so that you are going to get the correct output. And this step is go on iteratively, continuously, unless you get the correct result.
Okay. So how we know that that answer is correct then?
How will know that means? That only I'm telling you,
Yeah,
right?
but you saying that the whenever till whenever we get the correct answer, we have to go back to the algorithm, right? So how we know this answer is correct? Suppose we got the number two, number three. So how we know that this number two is correct or
No,
wrong?
no.
How we know
Number two, number three, you don't have to worry. Means
the
you will go and
result one? I am talking about result one.
okay.
If we got our answer or to use this algorithm, we got number two or number three is our answer, and how we know that that answer is wrong or right?
Okay, let me give you an example. Have you do online payment, right? You
Mhm.
make an online payment. When the
Mhm.
password get failed, when you enter a wrong password, it do not allow you. So what you do at that time?
Oh, okay, okay. Though you said the password is wrong, that is our result, right?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Even suppose you enter the pattern in your mobile. If you enter a wrong pattern, it won't allow you. So what you do next time?
Oh, okay, okay.
You just
That's kind of wrong, right? Got it,
yeah.
Amit.
So you re-enter
Okay.
the pattern again, or in case if suppose it's a fault of your system, it's not accepting the pattern, you just try to restart it. You just try to restart the algorithm. So next time when you restart it, it might sometime possible that it
Mhm.
you get uh means you get an access, you get inside the mobile, you get an access to that. So similarly, algorithm
Got it.
also work if it will get fail, if it giving incorrect
Mhm.
result. So you will know, right? Means based on the input. Suppose skill, age, education, location, everything is okay for the company. Based on your intelligence, human intelligence, you should hire it. But when you pass to the machine, the data, machine is giving incorrect result. So in that case, what you're going to do? You're going to rerun the algorithm to check for this particular data, are you getting the correct result or not? You're going to check with the historical record. Yesterday, I have given you example for OBs or not OBs, right? So how you were doing that? You were looking for a historical record to see whether you are getting the correct result or not, right? So in that way, it works. Do you understand?
Yes, Amit. Yes, I got it.
Okay. What about others? Everyone, I hope it is clear.
Yes, Amit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Amit.
Okay. Okay, we have only 1 minute. Please rejoin the link so that I will start another algorithm and I can give you a little bit idea on that. So from Monday onward, we'll do the lab. Can you just
Okay.
rejoin again?
Okay.
Okay.